welcome to the You Could Do Both podcast, everyone. I'm Court.
This is Ashley. We're coming at you live from Boston for episode 33.
Guys, it's an angel number, everyone. This is going to be a good one.
Technically, is that even an angel number?
Yeah,
3-3.
No. Just, I don't know. I see it as an angel number.
Honestly, so Joe and I went to the casino this past weekend. Oh, that's what we did on Saturday. We went to Encore.
That's so
at
random.
like 5 p.m.
That's
Joe's been
so
feeling
random.
the casino because he went in Mont Tremblant. And in the parking lot, we saw 333. So we went to the roulette table and we bet on 33 and it hit.
No way.
And now it's our 33rd episode.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Well, let's kick it off the way we normally do. Or actually, we owe everyone a recap. Just a quick one of New Year's, because this is our first episode or first recording of 2023.
Oh, wait, you're so right.
Yeah.
Why does that feel like so long ago?
Because it feels like this year has been an eternity already.
All right. How was London, Court?
It was amazing. I was ill the whole time I was there, which was a little unfortunate. Touchdown in London, immediate 102 of fever,
That's terrible.
Like fever, body aches, chills, everything you don't want to experience when you're traveling, especially with a group of people in a cold weather climate in a new foreign city.
Is exactly what you got to experience.
Exactly. I was overdue for a cold though. And if you could hear my voice, I'm sounding extra cute this episode because I am still beyond sick.
Oh.
It's okay though. We're getting better. Yeah, but aside from the sickness part, London and Paris were really cool. I had been to Paris before, and, it's not just one of those cities where it's, like, amazing the first time you see it. It's just, like, even better every time, it feels like. And London was just really amazing. We were visiting some friends, and so we got to celebrate New Year's Eve with a local, I guess, at this point. So she knew all the places to go. She knew all the places to eat, all the best bars and restaurants. And it was kind of very close to America. They were just driving on the opposite side of the road, but definitely beautiful to experience. Like, it's interesting to witness a culture that's like revolved around the parliament and like the government there, and how much love and like infatuation they have with that type of stuff.
I know nothing about all that.
I've been watching the Harry and Meghan docu-series.
Oh, yeah.
And like I've seen like shows that kind of replicate the parliament and a lot of life on that side across the pond. So it's pretty interesting. I recommend it. Across the pond. But yeah, I had a great time and I'm back and I'm excited to be back, and I need to stop saying that every fucking episode. And I need to start swearing. That's what's out for 2023.
You need to start swearing?
Stop swearing.
Oh, stop swearing.
I have been saying the F-bomb way too frequently, and I don't even
Really?
know that I say it.
I don't think I've picked up on it.
And that's
that makes you feel
that's
any
like an
better.
angry word. And I'm
It
not an
is.
angry person.
You know what? Sometimes I find myself falling into a trap of like swearing a lot, and I'm like,
Where's this
I
coming
literally
from?
get the ick for myself, and I'm like, why am I saying that? Why did I need to include an F word in that sentence?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I
It
was-
just happens.
I was sitting at breakfast and Matt was like, whoa. And I was like, what?
Ooh, during morning hours.
During morning hours. Like, and I was happy. I was at a diner. And he was like, you just dropped the F-bomb like 4 times in the matter of 30 seconds. And I was like, I did what now? Like, I literally had no idea. And so now I'm like catching myself. And I'm like, it's got to stop. But anyhow.
That's actually a really good
That's
out.
a good out. That's a good
Yeah,
out. But we
I
won't
like
we
that.
won't jump.
Yeah.
So
Jump into that right now.
Ash, how was your New Year's?
My New Year's was good. So we were up in Canada, long ass drive up there. Let me tell you now.
And in like snowy, not probably fun conditions to drive in.
Thankfully,
right?
like the conditions were fine, but it was actually beautiful getting up there. And then, of course, so we drove up on a Thursday, starting Friday. It was raining. Saturday, raining, too warm for it to snow. So it was like meh skiing conditions, but it's always fun just to like explore a new mountain. Their little downtown area is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It literally looks like a little French town. Like everybody there speaks French. and all the houses in the little downtown area. If you've never like seen pictures of Mont Tremblant, just look it up right now. Just Google it. It's like this cute little downtown area with all these colored houses, and everyone's just, it just doesn't seem like a real place. Yeah. It looks like a movie set.
I was going to say it sounds like a movie.
Yeah. So overall it was good. Airbnb was beautiful. Got a little hot tub action going on. We got like a table for New Year's Eve.
Wow.
Who am I?
Wow.
Who am I? At like this like dirtiest little dive bar that like should not have tables.
Yeah. They probably just did for New Year's.
Oh yeah. No, that's exactly what happened. But it was so fun. Like the bar that we went to, we were actually there the night before. And then we were like, wait, we should just come back for New Year's Eve. And we like bought tickets and stuff. And then it just so happens the table next to us was a table of Bostonians. Wow. What are the chances that we had met at the casino like earlier?
Small Mont Tremblant, I guess.
I guess so. So the place to be, I would recommend, but I don't know, maybe check the weather. I don't know how you predict that. But
no, there's no way. It's just one of those things you got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So happy it's over. I'm really happy to be in the new year. It honestly just started feeling like the new year for me, like yesterday. I feel like I finally had a full day to just kind of reflect and like start some of my goals and resolutions.
Yeah. That's one weird thing about traveling and celebrating New Year's Eve. It's like, for me at least, whenever I come back, no matter where I'm coming back from, it takes like a day or two to adjust and feel like I'm back in my routine and like feel ready and like back in my life. And if you're doing that over the new year and you started a new year while you were away, it like throws you off guard like when you get back home,
because you're literally starting the new year like in chaos. We spent our entire New Year's Day driving 7 hours home. That was realistically like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just, and then you get home and it's like, oh, well, time to unpack and then go to bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just kind of throws you off. Like it's very much a luxury to be able to spend New Year's Eve somewhere that's not home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was kind of craving that. I was like, I can't wait to get home. Like, I'm so excited. But I mean, that's me every time I travel. I always can't wait to come home.
Yeah.
So, all right. Nice little catch up. What's your Boston Rec of the Week, Court?
Okay, mine is Flight Club in Seaport.
Ooh, why is that?
We might have just had a girls' night out there.
It's so fun.
It was a lot of fun. And that's the reason why I'm extra ill now.
Very true.
Which stinks, but yeah. Flight Club is so fun. I feel like it's been probably around for over 2 years now, but this is probably my second time going. And you literally rent a lane with friends and you play darts. It's like a social darts like lounge, and the drinks are unbelievable.
They're so good.
The like bartenders are pure like mixologists. Like the drinks are gorgeous. I feel like every drink that I have ever ordered there, it's like, this is my new favorite drink ever.
Yeah. I loved the gin drink that we got.
Right. It was like so gin good. With like lavender and I don't know what else, but it was really fucking good. See, bird. I need every time, but I'm catching myself. That's the first step, and I'm awareness the first step. Anyhow, but yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. And I've had food there before. We didn't have food the last time, but the food is unbelievable too.
Yeah,
so it's like
they have no business having a fun activity,
right?
Good drinks.
Yep.
Good food and like the atmosphere, like the decor, the wallpaper, the art. It's
amazing.
An 11 out of 10
it's underrated actually. Like I don't think people like, that's something that I feel like you don't want to go to like too often, but like that's my ideal night out. An activity, all the things.
It was so fun.
It's not like you're just sitting at a bar to drink, you know? You get the socialization, you get the drinks, you get a little friendly competition.
It's perfect. So, I won, if anyone was wondering. Speaking of friendly competition.
Yeah, I didn't win. But I got better as the night went on, and then
you just needed to warm up.
Started to decline once I got a little too tipsy. So it was one of those.
Naturally.
But I'm not a competitive person, so I had a blast.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah. What is your rec of the week?
My rec of the week came after that night out for my hungover brunch the next day. So I went to Aquitaine. It's on Tremont Street in the South End. It's so good. I've been meaning to go because I feel like everybody has talked about it. But when you walk by, like at least at dinner, it's like white tablecloths. Like seems kind of fancy. And I think even if you look it up, it's like 4 money signs or like it just feels very luxe. Not the case really for brunch. Like it was amazing food. I'm pretty sure there were still like white tablecloths and stuff.
Yeah.
So reasonable.
Yep.
Joe and I went out for breakfast, like a very nice breakfast. Both got cocktails and it was like $50. I was like, that's unheard of in Boston.
Wait, each or
no, together.
Oh, what?
Right?
Wait, did you get the French toast?
No. Sam was saying I need to get the French toast too.
It's unbelievable. It's like, it comes out and it looks like it's a hash brown.
Yeah.
The way that it's like crisp on the outside. You're like, what is this? And I swear to God, it's like cinnamon toast crunch or something, but like not that, like probably like a pure form of that, like house made.
Yeah.
That's like coats the outside of the bread. It's unbelievable.
All right, that's what I'm getting the next time I go.
Yeah, but get it just for the table so you can like have like bites but actually have your savory meal. It's unbelievable.
All right, I have to try it. Even the little like side potatoes that came felt so gourmet.
Yeah.
They were unbelievable. And even the host in the front, the little guy, he's in a little suit. His hair is perfectly gelled. I've never seen hair so perfectly gelled in my life. It was just an overall great experience. Yeah. So I would recommend.
Also, this place is like another French place that we're recommending.
Okay, I've realized that I love the French cuisine.
Yeah.
I never thought, I was like, oh, French. I would actually like turn my nose up at a French restaurant because I was like, what am I going to eat? Snails?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, I finally had escargot. Unbelievable.
Oh my God, I don't think I could do it.
Oh, no, it literally, it's easier
is it raw or is it cooked?
No, it's cooked. It's easier to intake or to I don't know the fuck.
Oh.
Count how many F-bombs Courtney drops in the episode and you get a prize. Are you kidding? No, it's easier to eat than like oysters. Like oysters are like raw, they're cold. Like escargot, warm. It's traditionally, I think, cooked with some sort of pesto. Okay. So it doesn't even taste like fish. The texture isn't weird. It's so good.
I'll give it a go.
You should. I mean,
Only when I'm in France.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I just like randomly get it at a French place here, although I'm sure it's fine, but like to immerse yourself when you're in France, it's worth it.
Trying new foods makes me think of, have you seen that everybody and their mother is trying caviar recently?
Oh yeah, because of the girl on TikTok.
What girl on TikTok?
There's this girl, her name's Danielle, and her family, they're like, I don't know, like they grow caviar and they have this caviar business. And so she just like talks about it, eats it wherever she goes. And like everyone's obsessed with her. Yeah.
Well, I've seen everyone obsessed with caviar. And I was like, what is this movement to eat fish eggs? Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Just wait. 6 months from now, Ashley's going to be
like,
raving about caviar.
Favorite thing. Literally. Anyways, should we get into the episode?
That we shall.
Okay.
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
preparing for this was therapeutic.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Intro the topic.
So today's topic is ins and outs of 2023. I'm sure y'all have heard or seen this on TikTok or Instagram already, but we decided to dedicate a whole episode to it in the spirit of the new year still, but not quite as serious as our anti-New Year's resolutions episode. So it'll be a list style and we'll go back and forth and let's hop right in.
Perfect. I feel like this is also kind of fun because in a way, yeah, it's ins and outs. But it's also kind of like what we're manifesting to be in and what we're manifesting to be out. Yeah.
I also think this would be a fun episode to reflect on at the end of 2023 to see if like we actually still feel the same way about these items.
Totally. I'm excited. Okay. So I think we should start with ins and then we'll move to outs. So the very first in. Dinner parties. This was something I really wanted in 2022, but I feel like I just didn't really get around to it. Mm-hmm. But it's still here, and it's still in for me in 2023.
Oh, yeah.
Friends night in, little cooking, little cocktail, like our cocktail hour.
Exactly.
Yeah, so fun.
Headbands are in.
When I read this on your list, I was like, of course. Courtney's been on her headband grind.
Yeah, I just think they're so cute.
They are really cute.
There's
the
like
thick ones specifically.
Yes, and it makes me feel like I'm a little girl, and sometimes you just, sometimes you want to channel your inner child, and that really helps you do so. It helps you play the part.
I love that. Okay, next one. I wrote down, but I'm feeling meh about it, is bedtimes. So bedtimes have been a thing with me, and I want them to stay in, but at the same time I want to throw them out the window and be like, Ashley, this is the youngest you're ever going to be right now. Mm-mm. But I'm just really prioritizing sleep.
As you should.
Yeah.
Bedtimes, but loose bedtimes. If something comes up, you can stay awake. You're not going to let that bedtime dictate your entire day.
No, but I want to be sleeping by 9:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Sunday through Thursday.
Okay, there can be exceptions every once in a while, but yeah.
But in general,
I will say, since I've been ill, I have been going to bed before 9 p.m. every night, and it's been magical.
So nice,
magical. Okay, next for me is listening to your body.
Love it. This is Courtney's. It should be on your tombstone one day. I feel like you really live by this.
No, I really do, but I feel like I haven't more recently, which is why I'm in the state that I'm in.
Correct.
And it's just if your body's telling you that you need sleep, extra sleep, then you can skip out in your morning routine that day. If your body's telling you that you need to go to bed early, then go to bed early.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Uncurated content. This is a slight manifestation, but I also feel like it isn't. I think just being real, and people are almost curating their content to be uncurated in a way.
Yes.
So maybe that's what I'm referring to. I don't know. I still love an aesthetically pleasing feed, but at the same time, if it's overly curated, I'm like, ew, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel authentic, and it doesn't feel real. Go ahead.
Question for the people.
Yeah.
Do you this curated, uncurated feed, you care about it for yourself, but do you really look at other people's feeds and you're and you judge if they're not, judge is probably the wrong term, but do you think, oh, this person's too curated, or this person's whatever? I feel like I always care about it in terms of my own account, but do other people care about my account?
That's a really great point, because now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of one person that I've looked at their content and been like, wow, that's way too curated. Or
yeah.
But no, I will say in the opposite effect, I'm like, wow, this person has a good feed.
Yeah.
And it's because it's perfectly curated content.
Wow. That was a tongue twister.
I know.
I actually saw this girl from my hometown's Instagram account recently, and I was like, damn, that looks good. And it's it's curated though.
Oh,
but it's I guess it's curated, uncurated.
Yes, and I don't know if these people are intentionally being...
Oh, this girl's intentionally doing it, for sure.
I like the ones that are not, you can't really tell. You go back and forth. You're like, wait, is she just too cool to care about what she posts? And that's why it looks so good together? I don't know. But that's the energy I want to take in. But the purpose of this being in is to just post whatever you want.
Yeah.
On social media.
But also make it look good at the same time.
No. I'm trying to move away from that.
No, I know. It's just messing with you. But tell me this girl's account doesn't look, but that just looks good. It's a mixture of black and white photos and soft colored photos.
This looks good, but honestly, this is too curated for me.
It's Pinteresty. You would find that on Pinterest. Yeah, that's I would never post that for sure. It's calming.
Yes.
Anyhow, I can't tell you who I'm talking about, and I'm not going to show you the feed, so sorry that you were just left out of that moment, but... Okay, next. Podcasts are in, and I know that they've always been in for you, and we have a podcast, so this might sound a little silly, but I literally... listened to so many podcasts, I think in 2021, that 2022, I was I started a podcast we have to listen to our own podcast to edit it. Like I tapped out for a bit. It's like, I can only do so much podcast. But more recently, I've just been really loving the self-development podcast that used to get me going and get me focused. And to be even more hyper specific, podcast while grocery shopping.
I love a podcast while I'm at Trader Joe's.
Love it. It's just so good. You tune out the entire world. Like, the chaos of the grocery store doesn't bother you because you're so invested, like, in what's you're listening to. So yeah, I'm back on my podcast grind. Stay tuned on my Instagram story for the ones that really speak to me and that I think will speak to you.
Yeah, we should definitely share more. I feel like I've been hitting some good ones too. I just did like a podcast clean out of like unsubscribing from ones that are, I used to love like the silly dating blah 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 blah, like just talking smack about random filler noise, and now I'm more like, okay, how is this giving me value? Intentional, yes. Like even with the Skinny Confidential, like I don't really care about somebody's like journey becoming like sober or something. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't struggle with those things. No offense to anybody that does. Like I'm sure that's super helpful for you, but like I'm not going to spend an hour and a half of my time listening to that.
Yeah,
why would I do that?
Yeah.
So podcasts are definitely in, and you should send this to a friend.
Period.
Next up is voice memos.
Oh, yes.
Specifically, voice memos over texting and FaceTimes. Like, voice memo is the ideal source of communication.
Oh, you mean like instead of FaceTime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was originally going to put FaceTime on here, and I was like, actually, I kind of hate a FaceTime. Why am I saying that?
Yeah. I like FaceTimes, but only in opportune moments.
Yeah, the problem is everybody wants to FaceTime when I'm in the middle of something, and then I feel guilty.
Yeah. Voice memos are good because it gets the point very clearly across, but it's not requiring a response immediately.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Cycle tracking is in.
Have you looked into this?
I have looked into it, not enough for me to understand my own cycle.
Okay.
But it's on my list of things to learn more about this year.
I'm really excited for you to learn more so you can teach me and teach the pod.
It's been on my list, but it's actually like on my list for this year. Okay. I think there's a lot of science behind your like, I feel like I know, like, because I have an IUD, so I don't actually know when it's my time of the month. But I know in the way that I'm feeling about myself and about the people around me, like when I'm a little bit more agitated, I know that like I just want to make more sense of different times when I'm craving different things, when I'm experiencing different feelings. Like I know for a fact that my body has a pattern for a month's time and it goes through similar cycles and waves. Yeah. And so I just want to understand it better because apparently you should be eating certain things during certain times of the month. You should be just aware of when you need a little bit more space from people at certain times of the month. And you could literally clear your skin. You can just feel better and like have better relationships with people. Like I think it'll be interesting to learn about. I can't really preach it yet because I don't know it myself, but I think there's a lot of science behind it. And I've been fed a lot of content about it, so I just need to like actually do my own research.
Well, I'm really excited for that. I think we should do a podcast episode on it because I'm also interested in learning more. So, you know, once you do the research, then you can share, and then I'll do some surface level research.
Perfect.
Because I've been wanting to do that, but it just seems like a big task. So I'm excited it's on your list.
Good.
Okay, next one I have is crystals, and I'm going to pause 1 second and go get a special one. So for those watching the video, you'll understand.
Oh, she's running, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, Joe, I wish the camera could see Ashley and Joe's crystal collection on their windowsill. They charge them.
It was just a full moon on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So they are all charged up. So while I was home for the holidays,
literally, what is that?
Don't feed it negative energy. You're going to love it when I read it to you.
Okay.
So I got this specifically for Courtney and I. So
wow.
This is called a Chalcedony. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chalcedony encourages friendship and teamwork by enhancing communication skills and open-mindedness. keeping chalcedony on you while starting a new business endeavor will strengthen healthy relationships with coworkers. So, crystals are in, feed into it.
That's a cute one.
Yeah, isn't it cute? Joe got this little jade bracelet, which brings good luck. And I just feel like things have been rolling. Like, he really likes it. Make sure he wears the lucky bracelet. And I don't know, there's something about just
believing, too.
Yeah, believing in a crystal. Believing in a little stone. So
you've always been a little crystal girly. I love that for you.
I have. It was one day where I was like, I just want to be into crystals. And then I went to the crystal store, and now I'm into crystals.
The crystal store.
Kind of cool.
On a different note than crystals, pay transparency.
All right. Wow. A 180. All right. I like that. Now, where are you expecting pay transparency?
In conversations with friends and family and coworkers. I think it needs to be talked about more so you can understand how much you're actually worth in the workplace and you can advocate for yourself. Period.
I like that.
Period.
I had someone today, I was getting lunch with 2 coworkers, and he's in the top class below me. So he just graduated from his technology associate program. And he was asking, he's like, how much is the jump? And one of my other coworkers was kind of silent. And I was like, oh, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. And I told him what my jump is. And it felt kind of awkward. But at the same time, I was I was in his position. I want to know.
Yeah.
I think it's technically frowned upon. I don't know.
No. Do you know how many states are making it required that for companies to actually share how much they pay their employees? It's been a very taboo topic and something that corporate America doesn't want their employees to actually talk about.
Yeah.
But it's actually disturbing to know what some people make within your company, and it might be because they know someone, it might be because they just negotiated, and the more you know, knowledge is power.
Absolutely. All right, my next one is experimenting with your wardrobe. This is something I am manifesting because there's been a couple outfits I've just kind of thrown together, and I'm like, this is so weird, but I genuinely want to wear it. And I'm like, if everyone can just accept that it's in to just experiment and wear some weird stuff, why do you care what everybody else is wearing? Yeah. Let me do me and you do you. And that's an amazing feeling.
I was really excited to see that was an item on your list because I'm over everyone looking the exact same.
I'm so over
I'm
it.
so done with it. On my out list, I have, which I won't say, but it literally is the opposite of this. It's using Hailey Bieber, the Hadids, the Jenners, and Kardashians as inspo, because as much as I love them, and Hailey Bieber is literally my style icon, every single person does the exact same thing that they do, and everyone ends up looking the exact same. It's where's your own personal style in that?
Exactly. I hate when I go out and I see someone wearing something that I have in my closet, and the next time I go in, I'm like, well, everybody else has this. Yeah. Why do I want to wear it?
Did you see that new trend that everyone found out how their makeup artist does their makeup, and they basically do the contour and the concealer first and then top it with the foundation afterwards? Have you seen that?
No.
It's been all over my For You page recently.
Okay.
I mean, I've been spending a lot of time on my phone because I've been spending a lot of time in bed.
Yeah.
But every biatch is doing it, which is any trend. Yeah. But it's just those 3, the Jenners, the Bieber, the Hadids, they have so much pull.
So much pull.
And it's just can we do something a little different? Can we spice it up? Low impact workouts.
Love that.
That goes pretty similarly with listening to your body. But I've been doing things other than weightlifting recently, and I feel so good.
Yeah.
I feel so good. You don't need to literally put so much stress on your body in order to get a good workout in.
Yeah, I want to enter my Pilates era, but it's out saying you do Pilates all the time. It's so annoying. It's all I see on my freaking For You page.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm if I do Pilates, you guys will maybe hear about it once on the podcast, and that's it. All right, mine is Girls Nights Out or Girls Nights In. 2023, we are prioritizing friendships and the gals.
Period. A singular drink at dinner.
I like that.
You don't need to like, we didn't need to get as many drinks as we did at Flight Club the other night.
See, now that was my GNO though. Like, I was mentally preparing for a girls' night out. Like, that was planned. That was your goal. Like, I was really excited. Yeah, I was so excited to go out, have some drinks. Like, I had no plans for the rest of the weekend, anticipating me not feeling 100%.
Yeah. Okay, bad comparison.
But for yes, I'm totally with you.
I had a different mindset going into that night.
Yes.
But yeah, just like, you don't need to like overdo it. Like, you can just like indulge in a glass of wine, and you don't need to turn every drinking affair into a GNO, like wanting to be hungover the next day.
Yes. You know what else? You know, I know you were just talking about how the Hadids are a no-no, but what's her new little brand? Kin. I was looking it up today at work because I saw like an Insta ad for it. I want to get those and start drinking them instead of having like an alcoholic beverage, because they say it kind of gives you like that happy buzz energy.
It does.
But without the hangover the next day.
It does.
So, gonna try that. We'll report back on my findings. All right. Less is more. I just feel like the minimalism era happened a couple years ago. Everyone was, being a minimalist. And then this whole thing of like color and patterns and like, I don't know, just maximalist just came back in. And I'm so sick of like seeing so much. Like, less is more. You don't have to be a total minimalist in every single aspect of your life, but like, you don't need 100 of one thing, and no clutter. Like, just less is more.
I'm with you, sis. Dirty martinis.
I want this to be in for me, but I'm still not an olive girl.
You can get over it.
I think I can. I've done it with everything
Get a
else.
dirty gin martini.
Ooh.
That's what I've been getting recently.
That sounds good.
It's just like classic, simple. This is one of those things where you could literally have one of them and like be buzzing for dinner.
Right.
And it's just like, that's it. Probably minimal calories too, because it's not all the other crap.
Definitely. All right, I'm going to try that next time I go out. Irish goodbyes.
Yeah.
We need to make this a thing. I hate being out with a bunch of people. I'm having a good time. I don't want to kill everybody's mood by being like, bye guys, bye guys, bye guys. I'm just going to leave. You guys all know I love you. We all had a good time. Nobody's going to miss me that much. I can sneak out the door and it doesn't need to hurt anyone's feelings.
I'm with you. That's a good one, honestly.
So, 2023 Irish goodbyes.
Literally. Self-care. This sounds like obvious, but like literally carving out time to do what you want and take care of your mind, body, and soul. That was lacking last year for me. So just like literally, and self-care in terms of like, I want to get facials once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's not going to happen. Maybe once every 3 months. You're supposed to get a facial every time the season is changing.
I believe that.
I heard that from an esthetician once.
Okay.
Didn't do anything about it, but maybe this year.
All right. I'm actually going to get a facial the end of January. I'm getting
exciting.
A hydrofacial.
Oh, the best.
And I'm really excited about it. So I'll let you know if the place is good. It's very close to us. So
okay.
We'll report back.
Perfect.
Books and reading are so in. Yesterday, Joe and I are trying to read more this year, and we intentionally turned on a little reading playlist on Spotify, played some low piano, we set all the mood lighting up, and we both sat on this very couch right here and read. I read 90 pages of a book that I've been wanting to read for the past 2 years, that I've not opened up one page, and I felt so good. I thought about the book all day today. Like, I'm so excited to crawl into bed later and read.
I love that.
I'm becoming a reader, and you guys should too, because I want to do a book club.
I know.
With this podcast, I think it would be so much fun. So we'll just need to get Courtney on the reading train, and then we can do it.
I know. Well, we'll see. That's been a goal of mine for the past 5 years.
We can do it. I know I can change you.
Okay, budgeting.
Yes. We are financially stable queens.
Yeah. Guys, it's just crazy how expensive life is. And it's I have a decent paying job, and I still feel like the savings just don't grow. And so I'm just putting more intention behind understanding where my finances are going so I can cut back on the stupid things that I spend my money on. House parties. It's pretty similar to like girls' night in, but literally making an excuse to host people at your home or like go to someone else's home to just spend quality time with people that you're into. My roommates have been doing this thing where every month they want to host a brunch at our place on Sundays, and each brunch they want to invite like different people that don't necessarily know each other, but that they could first see getting along together. So we all have like 5 people that we're allowed to invite. And like, it can't be the same list of people every time. Like, it has to change.
I love
and
that.
It's just like so much cheaper than like going out somewhere. It's a lot more like intimate and just a good time.
Love it.
Make your life convenient.
This actually so the book I was referring to earlier was Atomic Habits, which we're definitely going to do some like
yes, we'll do a whole episode on that. We've been talking about that.
Even like sections of the book I feel like could be a full episode, but it's all about like the entire purpose of building habits is just to make your life convenient, because your brain can then be on autopilot for all of these habits that you don't have to spend your time making decisions, finding the time, like getting these things done, because then you have the brain power to do other things. So that kind of goes along with just like making your life convenient.
Yeah.
Love it. My last one is flossing. We're entering our flossing era. Everyone should be flossing. You don't have an excuse. It takes 10 seconds. Do it before you go to bed. And your dentist is going to be so proud of you.
Why is that such a chore for people?
I don't know.
It's a chore for myself included.
I think it's because it hurts if you don't do it for a while, and it's like very uncomfortable, but I swear you do it every night for a week, you're fine. You don't even feel it. It takes less than 10 seconds. But also, life hack, get like the picks.
Yeah.
Don't do the regular floss string. It's too much to like tie around your fingers.
Your hands are in your mouth at a point.
But those picks are so easy.
Yeah,
They're the best.
They are. Okay, my final one is a trend right now, but Lucky Girl era.
Oh, yes. Guys, we are just literally the luckiest people. Like,
all amazing things happen to me for like no reason. I just don't understand. I'm just the luckiest person ever.
Everything just works out for us.
Yeah. Without hesitation.
Always.
Every single time.
Every single time I'm the luckiest girl alive.
If you guys have not seen that, you're probably living under a rock.
Yeah. Honestly, we were talking about maybe doing like an episode on it, but more tying back into like the power of positivity.
Yeah.
Which is something we've wanted to do
I feel
for
like
a while.
This has been rooted in a lot of our podcast episodes. It's just like, if you have a positive outlook on life, like, you're going to attract positivity. And this is just an iteration of it. This is how we like literally
lives.
Yeah. And this is how we kind of like founded the podcast too. Like, a lot of our beginning episodes were about this.
Yeah.
Our manifestation episode. I think we did a positivity episode.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Something
remember.
like that.
It's 10:33 at this point.
But yeah. On to the outs.
On to the outs, baby.
All right. All of this better get out. Wow. Okay, anyway. Outs.
Outs. Oat milk is out.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, that's all right.
Not getting ready to work from home. I just am so much more productive when I get ready. And it doesn't even need to be the full outfit. Just like put some makeup on, do your hair, look presentable.
Yeah.
It's kind of game changing.
It is.
As much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah, the people aren't going to like that one.
No.
But I don't know. I probably still won't get ready, but I would like to. It's always a goal.
But even just like doing your hair, like, and I mean, I still wear like hoodies, but like, honestly, you put shoes on, game changer.
Yes. So I have slippers over there that kind of have more of like a sole bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Game changer.
I feel like there's something psychological about that.
Something. Yep.
Okay. I can't even believe I'm saying this right now, but Starbucks is out. We're done with Starbucks. I know. And you're probably going to see the Starbucks order on my story next week. But, like, Starbucks is out. I'm really trying not to do that.
Starbucks is out for an everyday thing for me, but I get it at least once a week. And that I think that's okay.
Yeah, for a little treat. But it was unacceptable for me to be buying a $6.50 coffee 4 days a week.
When did it get that expensive?
I don't know.
It just gradually gets more and more expensive.
I don't know why coffee is so expensive. We need to learn to make a really nice Nespresso.
Because people pay it regardless of the price.
Yeah. But not anymore. We're boycotting.
Procrastination's out for 2023.
For sure.
There's just no reason to make your life more chaotic than it needs to be.
No, it's out. We're just doing things.
Yeah.
If you have something to do, like, just get it done. Also, Atomic Habits on the brain. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. If it's going to take less than 2 minutes to put the dish in the dishwasher, just do it.
Yep.
It's under 2 minutes. Just get it done.
I like that.
Doom scrolling. We're not doom scrolling anymore. If you want to scroll, you're not going to sit on your phone for hours. Like, it's out.
Yeah.
It is out. That is so far out. I feel so terrible.
I know. I've been doing that recently, but what I've been thinking to myself is imagine if I replace this time with reading a book.
Yeah. And
then that hits different. I'm like, I could be like improving my life. Like either being in a mental escape in the world that the book is taking me to, or just like learning something new. That would be nice. Instead, I'm learning about Alex Earl's life while she's getting ready to go out to a Miami club.
Listen, I love Alex Earl, but if I see one more TikTok saying like, her name or like Alex Earl did that, why are you making a TikTok on this poor girl? Just let her live her life.
I know.
It's too much.
She's actually in LA all week. I might see her.
Oh my God. Tell her to say hey.
Literally no chance, but anyhow. Cold vacations are out.
So out.
They're not vacations. They're work. And I'm over it. I did it one time and that's that.
The Florida girl has spoken, everyone.
It's not a vacation. You go somewhere. You're cold. You have to pack so much more.
So much more. The layers.
You're hot, then you're cold. You're hot. I mean, I guess that's just cold weather in general.
You also had a fever.
I did have a fever. Yes, that did play a fact and tainted my opinion a little bit. But I needed a vacation from the vacation afterwards. And if you were in Aruba or in Miami, for example, I don't believe you'd feel that way.
Definitely not. Nail art is out.
Yep.
Maybe just because I haven't had my nails done in months, which is so unlike me. But I just feel like, we're going back to neutrals. Classic. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Less is more. Say it again for people in the back.
Less is more.
Dieting
is so out.
I feel like it's been out, but like just
I don't know.
No.
Joe's on his no carb kick and I want to die.
That's just stupid. Because the second he introduces carbs back,
that's
sure
what
it does.
Saying. He's like, I can't.
But that's the thing with dieting.
Stuff myself with Chick-fil-A. I'm like,
well, then that defeats the purpose,
right?
But what is also out that's not listed here is honestly salads. I'm over lettuce.
It's really hard to find a good salad.
Like I'm into vegetables. I'm just like over lettuce recently. It's just a filler.
It's gross. It also doesn't provide any nutritional value. And all it does is make you bloated and gassy.
Yeah, anyhow.
I don't know who decided that was healthy. Makeup wipes are out. Do you still use the Neutrogena
I stopped
ones?
that like over a year ago.
Okay, good. My mom just got me like a little mini packet ones for Christmas. And I'm like, Mom, we can't be using the Neutrogena face wipes.
Yeah. They're awful for the environment. They're not good for your face.
No, not at all. And they barely even get I swear they don't even get the makeup off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the whole thing is brown, but I still wipe my face on a white towel after and there's makeup all over it.
Yeah. Have you heard of the microfiber towels?
I've heard of them for your hair.
Okay. So my coworker, when we were traveling together, she literally just had this face cloth. So it appeared, but it was kind of the texture of like a ShamWow. Do you remember those?
No.
It was like this like
the word sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was like this like OxyClean-esque thing where it's like it'll just get away anything, and it's like this rag basically. Okay. Point of the story is she was traveling with it, but literally without soap, just literally putting it under water. She literally did one sweep. All of her mascara was off. And I've never experienced anything like it. And she's like, I was like, what is that? She was like, how have you never heard of this? It's not like she needs to have like a pack of them. She literally just traveled with one and like washed it and let it dry overnight and like use it the next day. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, like Ulta. I'm like, what? Why is no one talking about this?
Okay, I need to try it.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll let you know when I do. Sorry. Low-rise jeans are out.
They are out.
I don't know why they were
Honestly,
ever in.
They weren't even really in for me.
They were never in for me.
I had a Dickies moment with that. Yeah. It's going to be a no from me. All right, this one's a hot take. Be Real is out.
Oh my God. I have not posted Be Real in months.
It was like in for a hot second, and I'm like, why do I need another platform to post my camera looking this way and that way? I'm just sitting on my couch.
Yeah.
Everyone's just sitting on their couch.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Some people are really invested though.
I
like
know.
Those 2022 recaps, and it was like all the Be Reals. I was like shooketh by them. I was like, how do people have that many?
They were fun for a little bit, and then now it's done. It's the fad is over.
Clothing hauls are out for me.
Yeah, totally.
I just don't care.
No, also we don't need to be such a consumer. We don't need all this stuff.
That's honestly been like the reason I think I hate them so much. It's like I don't want what everyone else has, but also like this is just so wasteful.
Yes.
Hate it.
Unless you're getting like something cool and like unique and vintage.
Yeah.
Or you made something. I don't care. I don't care what you bought.
I don't care about your Princess Polly haul.
No.
Or your White Fox Boutique haul.
Or think about the people that buy hundreds of dollars of Shein clothing. What are you doing? You're going to wear that shirt once and it's going to rip.
Yeah. Not good.
Wasteful.
Not good.
People pleasing is so far out the window.
Bye.
Ciao.
Clutter and hoarding. Same like minimalistic vibe that you were saying was in. Just like traveling as much as I did last year made me realize how little you actually need to survive. Mm-hmm. I would bring a carry-on suitcase somewhere for a week and I would literally only use like half of the stuff that was in there. And I only have 10 times more of what's in that suitcase in my apartment. Yep. It's disgusting.
No, I love a good clean out. Okay, imposter syndrome is out, ladies and gentlemen. We are no longer feeling like we don't deserve the things that we're getting. There's a reason why we're here. There's a reason why we've had all these accomplishments. We don't need to feel like an imposter. Believe in yourself.
Why are my eyes watering? That was so beautiful.
Confident girls.
Why am my eyes watering?
Are you cycle syncing yet? Are you feeling emotional?
It's not the word Ashley. Oh, sorry. Espresso teenies are out.
This one hurts me a little bit, but I see where you're coming from.
I'm done seeing it.
Yeah,
I'm done seeing it.
I liked it when it was like new and different.
Yeah.
And now it's overdone.
There's probably going to be another drink soon that everyone's obsessed about. I'm just done with that one.
Yep. Grind and hustle culture is out. We're not going to do that anymore. We're work-life balancing.
We're work-life balancing.
Yes, we're having a good time. We're just going to like enjoy life. Okay?
I saw this TikTok. I'm going to play it really quick because I'm going to find it. It's right here.
Okay.
I saved it actually. It says, when you catch yourself stressing over your job, but then you remember your salary.
You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious.
Never that serious.
It was
never that serious. Okay, next. Kind of similar. Not advocating for yourself at work.
Yeah.
If you don't ask for a promotion or a raise, you're not getting one.
Yeah, remind me of that when like my year-end review comes in March.
I actually saw a really great TikTok that I will post on You Can Do Both. It was basically about like this girl basically almost like doubled her salary within less than 2 years at the same company she was at, which I don't think, it wasn't double. It was like 28%, raised by 28%, which is huge. And kind of unheard of. And it was just like the way she did it. She was just like extremely vocal about her goals for every 6 months. Literally proved how she went above and beyond those goals. And like every time she had an opportunity, like she literally had a presentation or a deck, which is honestly more like grind hustle culture.
Yeah.
But there are things that you can do and things you can say to make sure that you're advocating for yourself and you can grow within your current job. Okay, my final one, not to say that you can only say one more, but living life on autopilot. I feel like that's why I was prioritizing self-care in a lot of my ends. It's just like so easy to keep the ball rolling and just live life at lightning speed when things are going your way. And then one day you'll wake up with 102 fever in London. So I was listening to a podcast yesterday in the grocery store. It was an Ed Milet episode. And it was just like, if you don't have anything to give because your cup is empty, like you just like, what good is that going to do? And I've always known that, but I'm like, mind, body, soul connection.
Love.
I didn't realize how badly I needed to have a break until I was sick, and that's an effective burnout. And like, that's the last thing you want, because when you can't operate as a human being, what good is that going to do?
Exactly.
So no more living life on autopilot.
I love that.
Rest and recovery, baby.
Yes. I feel like that kind of came out of our go with the flow versus planner episode too.
Yeah.
Where like sometimes it's just like you get into this go with the flow, like we're just going to keep it coming. We're just going to keep it coming. And like, yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And my last one is Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. Any of these food ordering apps, they're out. Cook yourself a meal. Stop wasting all your money. And that way, when you actually go out to have a chef at a restaurant cook you dinner, you can like make it an experience and enjoy it. We don't need to be like, these delivery fees are so expensive.
Yeah.
It's insane.
The only time I order on Uber Eats as of recent has been at like places within walking distance from my place, so I don't have to pay for a delivery fee because I can't justify it.
No.
It's literally like that plus tax plus tip. It's literally like a whole other meal on top of what you're getting. So many people live that way, like just ordering from those every night of the week or multiple times a week.
Yeah. I mean, Joe and I were doing it for a little bit. We kind of got into the habit like, I don't know, should we just order food? We're like, yeah. And then we obviously have to order for two of us. So there's $65 for dinner. Okay, well, groceries, when we just split it for a full week, was $50 each.
Wow.
So it's like,
that's a
how is our
meal.
one meal that expensive?
No thanks.
No, thank you. And with that, the 2023 ins and outs come to a close.
Ciao.
Oh, just like that? All right, hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.